Well, hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott, and coming up today on Lifestyles for Women, as women, we always know how makeup can make us feel and look our very best. Well, today we have some beauty and fashion tips coming our way with Julia Michelle, as well as we'll have a model and we'll demonstrate the importance and the correct way to wear eye makeup. All this coming up today on Lifestyles for Women. We'll be right back. Well, hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott, and welcome again to Lifestyles for Women. We have a great show planned for you today. We're going to be talking about beauty and fashion with the beauty consultant and fashion consultant, Julia Michelle Watson. Thank you so much, Julia, for being with us today.
I'm so glad to be here today.
You know, it wasn't very long ago I met you, and great wonders that you did with my makeup, and it was so much fun, and you know, we wanted to talk a little bit about that. And the importance of really of how makeup can really make a difference in the way women feel, you know, about themselves.
Yes, definitely.
Well, let's talk a little bit about you first, and a history, a little bit about you know, how you became involved in fashion and beauty.
Well, I attended Barter College in Atlanta, Georgia, and when I was there, I was in their modeling program, and I enjoyed putting makeup on the models, to the point to where my career coordinator came and asked me, said, "Do you like doing makeup?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I like doing makeup, and I love doing the fashion part." And she said, "Well, I got the perfect job for you." She said, "Would you love to work as a beauty consultant for Lancome Cosmetics at the time?" And so I went and I worked for Lancome Cosmetics, and the next thing I knew, I was doing makeup all over Atlanta. I was doing for fashion shows, and I had clients, and it was just so amazing, the whole beautiful world of makeup, and I just became infatuated with makeup.
And I know that is something that you really love, and you've worked with a lot of, we won't mention all the names, but a lot of the higher brands of makeup.
Yes, I have. I worked with the big three, and it's been an honor to work for them because it has allowed me to exercise my gift and to learn about product knowledge and about makeup. And I'm constantly always researching and finding out the latest trends or the new colors or the new styles that are out. It's just fun. You know, makeup is fun. It's every girl's dream to
It really is. You know, even as little girls, when we think about, you know, growing up, what was one of the things that we loved to do? You see little girls, 2 or 3 years old, putting that lipstick, you know?
Yes,
it's just, and it can really truly make a difference in how you feel about yourself.
Exactly.
And I know we talked about a lot of different things. We're going to try to cover them all today. We also have a model that you've brought that's going to show us, and you're going to give us some tips on eyeshadow and how to work the eyes. But, you know, starting from the base up, foundation, because foundation is so important too.
Yes, it is important.
Getting and finding the right shade of color versus seasons, etc. Kind of give us some advice on foundations.
Well, a lot of times with foundations, sometimes you can find yourself wondering, why my foundation is not laying right? Why does it look different? Why is it not, something's different about my foundation? A lot of times it's because your color changes with the season. You know, your skin tone changes with the season. A lot of times you have to change your colors up. You may have to go darker in the summer, lighter in the winter. And one of the things is people think, well, buying that many foundations is a lot of money wasted, but really it's not, because what you can do is you can use a bronzer to darken up the lighter makeup to make it look more smooth and more even. And also too, it's important to apply a primer. If you can buy a primer to put on your makeup, to put under your makeup is really great.
What does the primer do? Does it kind of help it make it smoother, or what?
Well, it's kind of like, if you think about it, when you're painting, or you're doing, or if you're an artist, you know, when you go to on a canvas, you know, before you can paint on the canvas, you know, they like for you to put a primer on first and then paint, because the paint goes on more smoother. So if you, let's say you paint and you didn't apply a primer, the finish is so rugged. It's not smooth. It's
so primer helps with that.
It smooths it out.
Interesting. Now, you know, we've heard a lot about exfoliating as well.
Yes, exfoliating is very important, because what people don't realize, I'm big on exfoliating. You know, exfoliating is you have to scrub away that dead layer of skin in order for your makeup to go on smoother, and also for your skincare products to work for you. You know, when you're using all these expensive serums or moisturizers, if you're not exfoliating, it's not getting into the pores. So basically, exfoliating is opening up those pores and allowing that moisture and that serum to go in and to be activated. And then within a couple weeks, you'll notice your skin texture will start to change.
Does exfoliating also kind of serve as to help it brighten your skin or glow in your skin?
It brightens your skin. It evens out your skin tone. A lot of times if you have splotches in your skin, if you have, let's say, discoloration, sunspots, exfoliating, if you do it at least, I say, twice a week, eventually you'll start to see those fade away.
So I suppose it helps you look younger as well. As
we all want to look young.
Don't we? Now, I know that, you know, with all this today, I want to touch, before we go into commercial, just that just briefly, the eyeshadow and eye makeup can make a huge difference also.
Oh, most definitely. Eyeshadow is definitely a part of the whole look to me. You know, you can have your foundation on, but if you don't have a little bit of eyeshadow, just mascara or just eyeliner, you need something on your eyes to make them pop.
Well, let's show that. We have a picture actually when I met Julia. She's my consultant now, but we'll take a look. All right, now this is before. Oh yeah, I gotta get that one off. That's before the eye makeup, and let's look at it after. Wow.
Wow.
It does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does make a difference. I love that lipstick.
Yeah. Well, what you did with that, you know, put the mascara. You may not can see so much of the shadow, but you used a lot of shadow in that picture. Those were
yes,
kind of
we did more of a evening.
Yeah,
look.
that was an evening
look.
So anyway, so well, you can take that off and adjust it.
Sharing that with us, bare skin.
Bare skin. We don't do that often. So we're going to have a break here, and when we come back, we have more to show and tell you with Julia Michelle, and we'll be right back with you in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back again to Lifestyles for Women. As we continue this show today, we are talking about fashion and beauty, and with me as a consultant and professional is Julia Michelle Watson. And Julia, it's again a pleasure to have you here today and talk with me, as well as always assisting me on some techniques that I always need when it comes to makeup as well. But you know, we talked a little bit earlier before the break about shadows and some of the things that, you know, make a difference, and also in your can make a difference in your eyes and etc. But before we move into that, I want to talk a little bit about the fashion right now, fashion colors, fashion, you know, what are we seeing that is in for this summer?
We're seeing a lot of colors that are very bright, colors that are like what you have on right now, more of a coral, the turquoise blue, yellows, all the bright colors are in. And there's a lot of sundresses that are very chiffon, flowy dresses, and the Chevy print is in still as of right now. Eventually it will fade, but right now the Chevy print is really in, and you see a lot of women walking around with the Chevy shirts and things like that. But there is a new print coming out.
Oh, really? What is that?
Well, the new print is coming out, and I saw it. It's like more of a. Just stay tuned. I have to share it with you because I don't.
You don't want to give your secret away.
No, I don't want to give my secret away, but there is a new print coming out eventually.
Okay.
And you know how things fade. You know how the zebra print was in, and then the zebra print fades, and then the Chevy print, and then it's just fashion changing, and you know, bringing back the 50s and bringing back some of the 60s and things like that. But fashion is constantly like a clock. It's just constantly changing with the season, you know, and that's what I love about it, you know. And I love that, you know, in the summertime you can wear the sundresses and be able to be free and flowy. And you know, a lot of times we tend to want to wear our clothes fitted tight. I mean, the trend now is to really be comfortable, to be relaxed, and not to be all fitted in, you know, in your clothes, because no one wants to walk around in their clothes and you're feeling like, you know, you can't move.
Well, you know, it brings up an interesting subject too. You know, we used to see a lot of women with suits, and it was very professional. But I've noticed there's not a lot of women wearing suits anymore.
No, no suits anymore. Suits are like in that, I would say in the 80s, early 90s, you know.
Right.
Now it's more comfort. We're dressing for comfort now. You know,
Yeah.
the new type of trend is comfort, you know, and I love it, you know, especially with me being getting up in the age, you know, I love comfort,
Yeah,
which we all do, you know.
Yeah, right. But you know, we talked one time as well as you know, changing from a daytime wear into an evening can be pretty easy if you kind of buy some of the basics.
Yeah, and another thing, yeah, exactly. When you coordinate your wardrobe, you always want to buy things that can be, I say, used again and again. You can change the look up. You know, you can take a top and just by adding a scarf or adding some accessories or just a little jacket, you can take that one shirt and probably create like 4 or 5 different looks, and no one ever noticed the same look, or you know,
Or a little black dress.
a little black dress. Always, you know, we always know.
need that little
That's what I
black
have on today is a black dress. But you know, black is always friendly when it comes to the body shape and the size and things like that. You know, but
Kind of forgiving.
it's forgiving.
Right.
It is. You know, so I think like, you know, I'm looking forward to the new trends that's coming out. I'm constantly researching and finding things out, and you know, and I noticed like as time, because like right now in the fashion industry, they're already getting ready for the 2016, you know, spring, you know, so I have looked into some things and I see like 2016, there's going to be some changes. I believe the colors are still going to kind of like be the same, but you're going to see newer prints, you know.
Yeah.
And
Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, I know that when we come back, you're going to actually have a model here, Michelle.
Yes,
Not
I am.
Michelle, but you brought also Courtney.
yeah, it's Courtney. She's going to be my model today.
Right, and I think that it's great that you have some way to kind of demonstrate and show us, you know, what that's going to be like. In addition to you actually do give consultations.
Yes, I
or makeups.
Yes, I do consultations. You can either come where I'm at, or I can come where you are.
Like an event, like if it's a wedding event.
If this is a wedding, you know, I have to know in advance because, you know, I do this on the side. You know, this is something that I do.
As yourself.
You know, by myself in my free time, I'll do makeovers and things like that. But for the most part, you know, you have to contact me and let me know at least 2 weeks in advance. And I can schedule an appointment and see if I can fit you in.
Right.
Things like that.
And do you provide the makeup as well, or do they?
Yes, no, I provide the makeup.
Okay.
You know, they can once we do a consultation, that's what we do. We find out the colors and things like that.
Okay.
And then they can, at that time, if they want to purchase the colors, they can purchase the colors. And then the day of the event, I'll do their makeup, or they can, I'll just come where they are.
Okay, great. Now, how I know we've got this on screen is to follow you on Facebook, actually, and they can also message you on your Facebook.
They can message me on my Facebook, or they can contact me at my office. I do have a business phone. That number is 706-260-2503. So if they want to contact me there, again, that number is 706-260-2503. So you can contact me there, and we can set up an arrangement, or if you just want a consultation, and we can just talk about fashion. If you want to just talk about makeup, if you're just trying to look
at me, I got to have something different. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
That's where I come in sometimes. Like,
I
have no idea what's going on with me. I just look different, you know? So
and I'll be glad to kind of help you try to find out what that is that you're missing.
Okay, great. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we have actually Courtney is here, and she's going to be our model, and don't want to miss this. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. Well, hi everyone, welcome back again to Lifestyles for Women. In this third segment, we're going to be actually applying eyeshadow and with our makeup artist and fashion design, Julia Michelle Watson. And your model today is Courtney. Courtney Watson. No, Irwin. Oh, it's Watson. Irwin. Okay. And Courtney is in the, what, 12th? 12th grade at Northwest, and so high school. So, all right, Julia, I'm going to let you take it away here. What are we going to be doing?
Well, first of all, you can see these gorgeous eyes. The reason why I picked Courtney to be my model because she has such beautiful eyelids. But you know, when you're doing foundation, the first thing you want to do is always apply a primer. Why apply a primer? Primer is important for the simple fact that it helps the eyeshadow go on better, it lasts longer, and the colors really pop. So right now I'm just going to apply a little bit of primer, and the primer goes all the way up to the eyebrow bone.
Is that a kind of a liquid primer?
Well, you know, you can use a primer, and a lot of times too, you can use a concealer. You know, if you don't have a primer, you can use a nice concealer. Your concealer is always lighter than your actual skin tone. You know, so you can use a concealer, and you can just see how smooth that makes the eye area right there. Okay.
Turn your head toward me just a little. Now, take a look at that shot. That's pretty. That's a pretty color.
And that's the primer. Then the next step you want to do is you want to apply all over eyeshadow. All over eyeshadow color is more like a highlighter. It's lighter than most of your, it's almost like a vanilla or like a white color or very neutral tone, but it's going to highlight the area. So you're going to take this and you're going to apply it over the whole eye area.
That's a beautiful color, both of those. I can tell the difference between those two eyes, one that does not have anything on it and the one that you're working on. You can tell a difference. It looks lighter.
Yes, that's a pretty color. That's a good all over color. You know, and so now what we're going to do, we're going to add color on her lid. Now, one thing about when you're adding color on a lid, for if you have big eyelids, if you want to push your lids back, you add dark color. If you want to bring your lids forward, you add light colors. The color on your lid, if you're looking for just a nice everyday color, I'm going with a medium color eyeshadow. And we're going to put this on her lid, and it's kind of like a taupe color. And we're just going to blot this on her lid. When you go up to like the eyebrow bone, which some of you know where your eyebrow bone is because you can feel it right up in here, but I'm going kind of up into the eyebrow bone.
Think we're going to get finished in 3 minutes?
And then the next step is we're going to apply a contour color, a color that we're going to put like that kind of defines the whole eye. You put it right in the corner of the eye. And then you can also, if you want to give it more shape, you can go like right up under the eyebrow bone, right up in here. Just kind of like you're making an upside down check. And then after you do that, then the next step is you want to blend. And then when you blend, you always blend downward.
Now, Michelle, how important is it to have the right brushes to do this?
Brushes make a great, it's very important because it's all in the blend. It's all in the blend. You know, if you have good brushes, your blend is going to be very more smoother. Okay, and then the last step we're going to do, I'm taking a dark eyeshadow, which is like a black. You can use your a dark eyeshadow as your liner. And I'm going to apply this like right into her lashes. Okay, now open for me. Let's see how gorgeous that look. And then, of course, the last step would be we're going to apply a little bit of mascara.
Which makes a world of difference, too.
Yes, and I love this mascara that I'm using. And if you want,
is that the Drama?
Yes, it's like the Drama. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, it makes your eye. To me, I think it just extends your eyelashes. Of course, Courtney already has long eyelashes, but
yes,
that really
it really brings out, and you can just see. And of course, a little Q-tip to kind of smooth out. And there we have it. Oh, excuse me.
Let's take a look at that again as a close-up shot. Definitely so. Now, look toward me a little, Courtney. Oh, very pretty. Very pretty. I can tell the difference there. Very nice. I guess you're going to have to do her other eye before the before she goes on, though. But very good. So, do you wear makeup a lot during the day? Okay. All right. That is just so pretty. It looks almost like she has false eyelashes on, but those are your natural. I love it. Well, our time is up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle, for being with us. And also, if you'd like to give another telephone number to contact you.
Yes, you can contact me at 706-260-2503. You can leave me a message, and I'll call you back immediately.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll follow you on Facebook. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we thank you for being with us here on Lifestyles for Women. Until next time, I'm Judy Elliott. And we hope you've had a great day, and we'll see you next time.